apologize. I apologize from the wrong place. Hey, Lou. So Lou said, "Hey, pull up submit as well, not just submissive." So there we go, Lou.
Luke said, "Give it all together. Give it."
They said we ain't gonna get rid of this submissive. We done got them to agree that they gonna be submissive.
Accept or yield to a superior force, or the authority, or will of another person, or the will of another person. I'm sorry. No. So, and then at the bottom in lesser letters, it said the original settlers were forced to submit.
See, that's why I told you why that word sounds so harsh.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, we gotta be careful, right? So we can't commingle the thing. I mean, there's different ways to context matters when you're using this word.
Yes.
Context matters. So
Of course.
That's the whole thing, you know.
Of course, I think submit in marriage term is more of a compromise. It's more of a,
exactly.
you have to. I take the restraints and the lead on certain things. You want to be the man of the house. Hey, Lou going in on this submit.
Lou, what is it? What is it, Lou? What is it?
Y'all know Lou wants you to submit.
Hey, Lou and
train your daughters to submit.
You should have been here, Lou, when your boy Razor. Razor really needed your help tonight, boy. You was struggling out here. He was.
He was definitely on his own. I tried to chime in a couple of times to offer some explanation to.
Sharman told us to leave him. Sharman said, "Hey, he's on his own with this one."
There's a point when I had to make a decision.
An executive decision.
I was like, facts.
I found out when to go with this one. I had to jump off the train after a while.
Yeah, when you made the second attempt to help him and it didn't go, I was like, yeah, bro, I think you should.
Hey, you have to know when to get off that train. And at that point, I was like, yeah.
You gotta know when to hold them. Know when to hold them.
It was time to hold them.
You got to fight his way out of one by itself. Hey, go ahead and read that for me, Sheree.
If your man is showing and exhibiting signs of being a true leader, why would you not submit to him? Submission is the ultimate form of respect because you're showing through trust is the path. Lewis, if you just want a woman to submit, just say so. Like, you don't have to explain. You don't have to put no words. You have to put nothing, brother.
I clicked on this one earlier and didn't tell you to read, but the point of being submissive is the fact of being the main point of pulling up submit is to show, accept, or yield. I mean, listen, man. Most of these women, they ain't gonna submit to nothing other than a BBL surgery for free. They gonna submit to that. They gonna take that to the bank, brother. I'm just playing. Sorry, women. Don't get mad at me.
Not to be BBL.
If you just want a submissive woman, just
most women will submit when they have someone there that they can.
I mean, it'll be organic. You'll know it. I mean,
it'll just happen. You won't even look at it as submission. You know what I mean? Like when you've got a true leader there, when you've got a good man there, you're not going to be like,
you're going to be like, hey,
I'm not going to do that because that's submitting.
By
you know what I mean?
You better start by next month.
Is that true though? Because a lot of times you see that certain women are like that, but for the most part in this generation, that women say that all the time. They find men that are doing what they're supposed to do, but they feel like him telling you what to do is controlling. They're not submitting because they think it's their mind or their folks around them or the society that they're built around them or their friend are telling them, girl, you gonna let him tell you to do that? Girl, you gonna let him say that? Girl, he can't supposed to tell you. You can do whatever you want to do.
I can't really understand this newer generation. You know, that's why us older women look good and they look so rough. You know, they got too much stress in their life. You know, they trying to be too hard. You know, like I can't really understand that. You know, because most of the people I know are of an older generation, and we definitely do that, you know. But these younger girls, you know, they got a lot more issues with them than submitting to a man that they got to work on. They life just too hard right now, you know, they following, you know, the videos and the social media and all that kind of stuff. Their
Yo,
priorities are all
Louis
jacked
will
up. You
not
know what
let
I mean?
go.
What?
Louis will
Louis said,
not
"Nah,
let
let
go.
go." Louis said,
Louis will not let go.
most women
Louis
won't.
will not let
Most
go.
women will try
God,
to
dog,
trade up
Lewis.
and out of that mission. Most women can't tell the difference between submission and control. I want to agree with that.
It's,
I think that's true.
I think we can tell. I think men can't tell.
You know, so this is the tough one though.
I really I'm going
Men,
with that because I
It's,
hear a
I
lot of
think I
women
think I
say,
think it's really
so,
just the perception of the person. You know what I mean? And you know what is the difference of control and submission? You know, where do
he's
you
not wrong.
where do you draw
He's
that
not wrong.
line though?
he's not
He's not
wrong.
He's not
wrong.
wrong.
He's
But
not
he's
wrong.
He's
Because
not.
submission is to submit is giving someone control. So it is the same
A
exact thing.
form of control,
Because
yeah.
if you look at it this way, it depends on the temperature of the relationship. Think about that for a second.
And
I agree with you.
sometimes
It
Think
depends,
about
control
that for a
and
second.
it also
control is not
depends.
necessarily a bad thing.
No,
No, it's not. It's not.
Yeah, like
No, it's not. I'm not
and
saying
it
it's bad.
also
Yeah.
depends on the tempering of the person you're
That's
dealing with.
what I'm saying. It depends on the individuals in that relationship and how they communicate with each other. Because you know, if the gentleman is saying something to the lady, hey, I need you to take care of this. Some women are not gonna automatically or say, you know, I'm gonna go with that. They may give pushback when sometimes there's no need for pushback. I just need something done. There's nothing to push back
I
on.
mean,
You know, but
sometimes
some
those people
people
don't want.
want to push
But
back.
see, sometimes like put it this way: when a woman, let's say a girl's still in her party phase and she just wants to party, and her man thinks she shouldn't go out. You know what I mean? He is telling her that because it's to benefit her, you know what I mean? But because she does not want to stop going out, she's going to take it in a negative
It's a
way
control,
I'm
and
yeah.
gonna
think
tell you
that
something
he's
about
trying to
that.
control her. So that's her perception, and that's completely what it
Right.
is.
So
People like to play victim, you know what I mean? So it's better to say, oh,
I
my
get
man doesn't
that,
want me to go out because he wants to control me, than
but
to
I
say,
get that
my
though. But
man
you
doesn't
should.
want me to go out because I'm his wife and I
But
need to be
when
home
it
with
comes to
him and my
that,
family.
so I think here's the thing though. When it comes to something like that, with a woman who's used to going out, that's something that you just let her continue to do. You kind of just step aside
Or just
and
don't choose her.
and yeah, you don't
Yeah,
choose it.
like
But if you happen to choose somebody like that, you have to let them come into it themselves. They'll slow down when they're ready.
Yeah, but
That
yeah,
shouldn't be
here's
threatening to
no,
you.
that's not necessarily that is not necessarily true, short man. You know what I mean? Like sometimes
But
when you
they're
allow
not gonna
people,
stop.
it's a difference between enabling someone and, you know what I mean, just letting them run over you. You know what I mean? Like you can mention it to them, but if someone wants to just keep partying and that's all their focus
Then
is,
that's not the one for
which there
you.
are people,
Then that's not the one
exactly.
for you.
that's what I'm
Exactly, but
That's
you're
not the
saying,
one for you.
to let them just naturally come out of it.
I mean,
No,
I'm
you
saying
explain to them.
in a
You
situation where you
explain
have
to them,
somebody that
look,
want to go out,
baby,
you let
look,
them.
babe,
You don't
look,
try
babe.
to control
You know,
them.
there's stuff you did when I met you, but you weren't with me. You know, you understand? So no, you're gonna change some things. I don't care what you did before me because I
Yeah,
wasn't in your life. But
so
now that
here's
I'm
the
in
advice.
your life, we're moving to a different,
Here's the
we're
solid
moving to
advice.
a different plane.
The solid advice here is don't get too serious with a person like that if you're not ready for that. Do not commit to that sort of relationship. If you have somebody that has that lifestyle and you're not comfortable with that, you shouldn't be going forward with them to have
Right.
to even tell them
You gotta make
anything.
a better choice.
Mhm.
That's
You have to even tell them anything.
y'all don't
Yeah,
say.
but see, you
I
could
used
say
to
it
think
to
that way.
somebody and
What was that,
I
No.
used
Cherie?
to think that way. I used to think that way. So I used to think that like, oh, you're not gonna tell me where to go because you may. But as you get older, you think you say,
Growth.
you know what I'm saying? Like some
mhm.
people don't is not gonna grow out of it. It's gonna take
And
a
that's what I'm saying.
long
Yeah,
time.
that's what I'm saying.
They
Yeah,
still doing it. They
yeah.
used to do it back in the day. Me
Well,
and Sean, I think,
50-50.
was having this conversation before we came on. So they still doing it from back in the day. They still doing it now.
Yeah.
It's like, at what age do you kind of like, okay, do you decide like, all right, I think I'm
like,
doing.
friend,
I
I'm
mean,
a
there's nothing
DJ.
wrong
I'm a
because
DJ
Yeah.
and I don't like going out every week.
yeah, like nothing wrong. Don't
But
get me wrong.
yeah,
I
I,
love a good party. Like my husband always say, like I tell y'all, he always be like, my foot is hot. But
Mhm.
sometimes, you gotta like, not all the time, especially
Every
married,
weekend.
Oh my God, Louis. Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
No.
I know that's
Wait.
right.
Is he related to Denby?
Yeah.
Louis, you're not.
I feel like he's channeling Denby right now, right?
Hey,
He's channeling Denby.
his inner Demby.
He's like it's channeling Denby. Hey.
You're not.
Way to go, Lou. Way to go, Lou.
Yeah.
Also say she don't think it's about telling someone what to do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I think if you take it as that, then it's a
Right.
That's what I
problem.
mean.
Not necessarily.
And a lot of
telling
people
you what
take
to
it
do.
that way when it doesn't.
A lot of people will take it that way, and it's not that. They're trying to you know, benefit you. They're trying to help you. Like that's
And
what
that's the thing.
that's how you know when you have a
negative.
partner.
Yeah, they look at
That's
it as
how no,
negative.
that's how you know when you really have a partner, and that's what
Yeah.
people need to realize. When
Yeah,
someone
because they
can
care
tell
about
you,
They gonna
yeah,
tell
when
you.
someone can tell you something and you can actually like understand that they're not trying to harm you, you know that person. You know that this when you know someone, you know that they have your best interest at heart. So why would anything they say be negative towards you? It's not that it's negative towards you. You're not ready to accept and make the changes on what they're recommending, and that's what people need to realize. You know what I mean? Like point blank, when you love somebody and you are in a relationship and you are moving forward with that person, everything that they do, you know what I mean, you know it's going to be for the betterment of you. You're not going to sit there looking at it with this negative eye, you know. But if you're looking at it that way, you might not be in the right relationship.
Louis, stop.
He said half Arab.